So I'm scrolling through the mean streets of TikTok and Twitter, and I'm minding my business, minding y'all business, right? But minding my business, you know what I'm saying? I'm minding y'all business, but I'm not making too much noise because I'm in somebody else's business, if that makes sense. And out of nowhere, the type of conversation comes up about the all whites town in Arkansas. And I'm like, oh shit, let me lock the fuck in because I know the farmers in Arkansas are struggling right now. They're having a hard time. And I literally just said last week that they have yet to put two and two together, that they have been basically used as a sacrifice. And where I got that from was the fact that I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but like Bush, Barbara, and J.W. Bush or G.W. Bush, right? They own a farm and they're making billions annually off this farm. Now, word on the curb is the way that they acquired the farm was nefarious, or it may be some other things going on in terms of the sale of said farm. So I'm like, okay, like I see the setup, I see what's going on. And immediately after I found out that both Google, or the owners of Google, that basically Bill Gates and JD Vance had something to do with like what's going on in Arkansas with the farmers losing everything and all the recent self-deletions of the farmers that was like whining and complaining because they going into bankruptcy. I know for a fact it's some shit jumping off in Arkansas. So that's not too far away from what has been happening with the new all whites town in Arkansas. Girl, tell me why. Y'all not gonna believe this. The all whites town in Arkansas ain't been open for a whole year. They already gotta move. I said, damn, already? No. Where? So they was like, yeah, girl, they broke. Turns out they never realized that the majority of the shit that they use on a daily basis was actually created by black folk. And a lot of the conveniences that they have in their life was created by people of color, black people included. So now that Arkansas is struggling in a farming sector, that was the foundation in which they was going to be living and building off of. They was just going to farm. And that's how they was going to get their money. And they was going to farm. They was going to take it to the local shops. They was going to sell it. And that was going to help them keep the shit alive. But since the farming sector in Arkansas is trash right now, they got to pick up and they got to move to Missouri. Girl, the all-whites town has already failed. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you. Because what kind of destiny was you trying to manifest? Even the manifest destiny that they spoke about in the doctrines in the United States, even that destiny that they spoke of, that they tried to manifest, baby, that destiny was manifested off the backs of everybody else's ancestors, not yours. And on top of that, to boot that, your ancestors used to marry children away at the age as young as 9 years old to be a wife. 9. You heard that correctly. Now, I did see the reports in which they were speaking about how their kids can grow up in a safe environment. Baby, the call is coming from inside of the house. And not only are your kids not in a safe environment, now y'all got to pick up all your shit, pick it up, and move y'all Caucasian haven to Missouri. Missouri. It's cold as hell in Missouri. And judging by the farming sector and the way things are going with those billionaires seeking to swipe up all the farms nationally from a bunch of farmers, baby, you may end up being nomadic. You may end up being nomadic. You may have to go from state to state, time to time. That's a cult. And when things are shaky like that, when they can't seem to stabilize the financial aspect of it, that's how you know you in a cult. When they got to pick you up and move you everywhere, and they got to keep reiterating the ideology and why you're doing this and this, that, and that's a cult. You're in a cult. That's a cult. And give it a little bit of time, but they will definitely be running up. The men in that community they will be running up into your nursery. They will be running up into your cradles because they don't want you. I mean, they'll take you, you know, just a little quick pump, a little 1-2, but they want them babies. They want them babies. So, congratulations, you're in a cult. Everything that I've heard about this all-white town in Arkansas screams cult. Screams cult. And you guys have created an all-white town, but there's no Taco Tuesday. That alone would have, if I was white, that alone would have sent me over the edge. That alone would have been like, I'm out. Fuck that. Nope. I need my margaritas and my nachos. I need all that. Like, no. I want to see a little man in a poncho and a sombrero. I want to hear him singing traditionally Mexican songs. I need my Taco Tuesday. It's like the only thing keeping me sane right now. Okay? So, I'm out. I'm sorry. I'm out. I don't want to do this with you guys. And they didn't already ran out of money already. They can't, no Taco Tuesday. And y'all ain't got no money. And y'all got to move to Missouri out of all places. Shit.